Hey there everyone, my name is Milky Chef from the Guys of the Games, and we're back with some more Pokemon Stadium. We're gonna do some Little Cup, because why the heck not? We made that team last time, so why not? I was originally just gonna do Challenge Cup, just for funsies, but at this point it's like I might as well just go do all this stuff. Like, why not? Man. It's gonna be a little... I don't know. I shouldn't say it's gonna be easier because it's not random, but it's like it's a lot easier to be, you know, have a team of 6 reliable Pokemon you can actually choose from, right? I mean, for this guy, honestly, like, it's a pretty balanced team, honestly. I might just, yeah, I think I'll just go for power on this. Just psychic everything with Abra. The only thing I'm really worried about with Abra would be like something weird, like I don't even know. So I'll get just Elekid and Mankey in there.
Ready to roll. Pokemon Tournament Little Cup. The combatants are
I love this song.
Pokemon with little experience. Let's see what these Pokemon are capable of.
And, you know, I think that's a super underrated thing with Stadium too. Like, is the music, not just like how good the music is, how good the remixes are, but the like actual choice of music for the like all the different cups and stuff. Like, Stadium 1 has good music, but it's like it's very like it's pretty much like the songs playing pretty much exactly where you expect them to. Like the gym leader has trainer music, or the gym leader has gym leader music, and all that jazz. But this game, they play with that a lot, right? Like, this is a remix of the Kanto gym leader song, and it's playing for the first round of Little Cup, you know? Like, what a funny place to put it. And it's catchy, though. And it's because they remix them pretty hard in this game. Ouch. Very strong, by the way, in Little Cup, and then because Abra has Thief, I just almost killed it, so I can just steal whatever he has. Oh, Mystic Water, useless, but if he had a berry or something, that can be useful. I mean, it's super useful because, like, if my berry gets consumed and then something else comes out, I can steal from that thing, potentially, maybe steal a berry from them. Thief is actually great in Little Cup. Of course, who cares about that when I can just blast everything with Abra's insane psychic? I forgot. I didn't even realize I won already. Jeez. I wasn't really paying attention. Just kind of blasted through that. But yeah, what it's like the gym leaders in this game have like the Wild Pokemon theme remix as their song. There's also the fact that like a lot of the songs in the game are very slow paced compared to Stadium 1, and it's very fitting that it's like that because you can, just based on like the stuff they give you, right? You obviously have like a lot more options in Stadium 2 compared to 1, so there's a lot more thinking. It's a lot slower paced. I mean, obviously Gen 2 is kind of influenced by it, but for not just because like, you know, haha, Gen 2 slow, but just because there's you know, there's a lot more thinking to be done, as it were. This is literally just normal types and then Pidgey, so I guess Elekid for Thunder Punch, but otherwise, like, I'm just gonna cross-chop everything. Cross-chop Mankey strong. Do 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 ba da ba da boo. Do 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 boo do boo boo do 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 do. God. You know, since we're on the topic of music, a thing I've always thought was kind of funny is how this is something I've always said, and it sounds kind of funny if you... Oh god, that does a lot! Holy shit! Damn! Fairy Swipes is strong. Please don't miss Cross Chop. Let me just... Please don't miss. Good. Can hear the smack sound if you hit. But, regarding, like, the music, like, so, Gen 2 has, like, this big thing where a lot of Kanto songs get remixed when you go back to Kanto. And I always thought, like, the Kanto remixes are all really good. Like, to the point where even though in Heart Gold Soul Silver, a lot of the Johto music I always found is like kind of boring sounding. Like, especially stuff like Lake of Rage just sounds like honestly super boring in Heart Gold Soul Silver. Oh, wow. That one cross chop miss really borked me, huh? But, like, the Kanto stuff is good enough that even in Heart Gold Soul Silver, I think the remixes are really good sounding. And, is Meowth faster than Abra? Yeah. Wait, yes, I said the right thing. I never thought I'd be sitting here being terrified of Meowth. I'm pretty sure I'm faster. Abra's hella fast. I guess we'll see, though. Okay, good. Oh god, Thunder. Yeah, the Kanto stuff is really good, and like even in the remakes, it's clear that like the Kanto stuff is just really good. Right? So it's like this joke I have where it's like Johto does Kanto better than Kanto, even though like that technically doesn't make any sense because the Kanto songs still playing Kanto, but that's just my joke. And what's really funny is because Fire Red Leaf Green, right? Those remakes have the Sevi Islands, and the later ones, like the ones you can only visit post game after you beat the Elite Four, have remixes of Johto music. And I always thought like those remixes are actually really good. So it's like this thing where it's like the Johto games do Kanto better than Kanto, but then the Kanto games do the Johto music better than Johto. At least as far as remakes go. Wham! That's gonna like freaking obliterate me. Ouch! But he died too, so it's good. I think actually that's the game. No! She's sitting there celebrating my Abra getting killed, meanwhile she's lost. Jeez! This early on, we already couldn't even... Not only did we not get a continue, but we lost 2 of our Pokemon. Little Cup, even though it's like unevolved stuff, it's like super fast paced because everything's so frail. Like, because of the way stats work, evolved stuff and higher level stuff, like everything just takes longer to kill because you have 2 defensive stats, right, per, like, because like you always have HP. More HP means you take more damage. And then you also have, you know, either defense or special defense to lower the damage. Whereas offensively, you just have attack or special attack, right? You have 1 stat that goes up, and then of course, you technically, your level, you know, increases your damage a little bit too, right? Being higher level, even with the same stats, gives you a little bit more damage. Which is actually something that a lot of people don't even know about, because it's not like a big thing. It doesn't add a ton, but it does make a small difference. And it's funny because the levels that actually boost your damage don't even really make sense if you don't know about, like, it's like weird levels. I forget what the levels are. It's like, weirdly, it's like 3, it's like 3, what is it? Is it like 3, 4, 7, something like that? I don't even remember. It's like weird, like it skips like a level or 2 every once in a while from 0 to 10, or well, I guess from 0 to 9 because of rounding shenanigans. I think for this guy, I might just... I'll send out to Spearow, because Spearow's only scared of Chinchou. Abra's in the back because Abra's just strong, and then I guess, since I'm afraid of Chinchou, I guess Mankey is like the best matchup for that.
We've been blessed with a succession of hotly contested battles here in Pokemon Stadium. The roar of the crowd signals the start of the 3rd round.
Do-do-do-do-do, ba-da-ba-da-boo, ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, here we go. What's coming out? The only thing that I'm scared of is Chinchou. And there it is. I wish I'd used Fury Attack. Oh, well, I mean, I'll take that, I guess. Doesn't really matter, though, because I don't want to switch in Abra, so I kind of just have to switch in Mankey and go for cross chop. It's fine, though, because once Chinchou goes down, Spearow can just drill everything to doom. To their demise. Ow. Yeah, it has Scratch, which it's funny because like you'd think like Scratch is terrible, but like at the very since cross chop can miss, it is nice to just if you just barely don't KO something, right? You can just scratch it. Also, I'm starting to realize that Chinchou is apparently much faster than I thought it was, because it's outspeeding my Mankey. And Mankey is pretty fast. And I also just missed cross. I swear cross chop is the cross chop. I don't know why people complain about Thunder. Cross chop is like the real Thunder, because like cross chop is 80%, yet it feels like it misses so freaking often. Like I've used it what like 4 times. I've already missed half of them. Like that's terrible odds. Like cut me some slack, man. I'm losing to like the 3rd trainer. I'm at a disadvantage now. Oh well.
What Pokemon will appear next?
Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil, Palava, and Typhlosion. The 3 Pokemon that people love to bring up when they, you know, go for the debate of 2D sprites versus 3D models. Personally, I've never really cared that much. I think that sprites and models each have their, you know, strengths and weaknesses, and I think it's kind of silly to just sit there and be like one is better than the other. Like they both have good things and bad things. Like they have advantage. Like sprites can do like an action pose, and you can get cool stuff. Like obviously all the you know Cyndaquil, Quilava, Typhlosion sprites have always had their fire out, which is nice because the effect looks good. And like some people say like you know like they look weird without the fire going on, but I think that while that is a benefit of this sprite, I think there's a charm to the fact that they only spew out flames in the back when they're attacking, which it's like they're powering themselves up for the attack, you know, which is a cool effect. I know another Pokemon that's like that is Hitmontop, because Hitmontop stands on its legs in the newer games because it's like based on a I don't even remember what the fighting style is called, but it's based on a certain fighting style. And people are always like, well, why isn't it on its head? And it's funny because in this game it does still do that, but I actually kind of like the newer way more, where it does the fighting pose and then when it attacks, it goes onto its head and spins around to do the attack. But I mean, I also like it that it just sits on its top all the time in this game. So like, it's like there's, I think it's silly to just like this is especially true when you see these things get brought up, because people will cherry pick to hell that it's like they'll pick literally like the best looking Pokemon sprites and the worst looking Pokemon models and be like, oh, models are terrible or whatever. And it's like, dude, yeah, it looks bad because you're literally picking like the most extreme examples. I think I'm gonna pick Horsey here. Seems like a good pick. We'll have Spearow in the back for Paris specifically, basically, and then I guess Abra as usual, because Abra's strong.
The battles are intensifying to a fever pitch. This is round 4.
This is another good song. Little Cup is like, but like all the songs in Little Cup are bangers. Do. Like it's crazy too, cause this is what's this a remix of? This is like the last encounter. This is a trainer encounter theme, and they turned into a whole bloody like battle song. Like do. Oh wait, no. This isn't this is for like like dudes, like hikers and like cool, like male cool trainers and that stuff, right? The do 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 do. You know, it kind of sounds like it's supposed to be like on a guitar in Gold Silver Crystal. Oh, focus band, nice. Oh, she's a double teamer. There's a disturbing amount of trainers in this game that are just like evasion. But yeah, this is why having the accurate moves is nice. Even though I'm not going to be using Twister much, the fact that I can use it to just finish something off, you know. Like, it's a good combo. Ah, Geodude, huh? Be a shame if I pumped you full of Hydro. I'm acting all cheeky and I'm definitely gonna miss now. Nope, never mind. Poor Geodude. Geodude just got KO'd like twice over. Wow, Horsey, that's super. I love that she specifically names your Pokemon, which is kind of a cute detail. She's like super like what's the term? Peppy? I don't even remember. Like even though she's losing, she's like, wow, good job, my Pokemon, you know, like she's upbeat. You know, it's one of those classic moments where my brain has shut off and I can't think of the word. And no matter how hard I think, I will never think of the word until I randomly think of it when I don't need to care anymore. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, this is looking like a good trainer for Phanpy. So Phanpy in the front, and then specifically like Natu is kind of scary. So I guess I'll use Elekid for that. And then there's Larvitar, which I guess I can throw out Horsey. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. It's a good combo. Alright, Phanpy will take care of everything except those two Pokemon, and then I have the two Pokemon for the two Pokemon. That fun thing. That is not the thing I'm good for. This isn't a bad matchup, but Smoochum's faster, definitely, and it's gonna hit hard. Do 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 do, boo boo boo. Hey, your Smoochum has more HP than me? Oh, it's Psychic. That's kind of scary. I don't know if I'm faster. Should I light screen? Thinking about what she has. I think it's actually better to light screen if I'm even faster. Okay, good. I'll take the light screen. Because I think Phanpy one-shots this thing with Earthquake anyways. So it's probably better just to reduce the damage. Elekid's such a great design, and it's funny that it kind of goes like cross-eyed when it faints. Like its eyes like spin around a little. Alright, Phanpy, do your stuff. So this should do a lot less damage now. Boom! Crusher! No! That's annoying. I really hope something comes out that is also a special attacker and doesn't lower my special defense. Man. This Smoochum was like the bane of my existence. Alright, in the future I'm just gonna leave with Abra if I lose to this guy. Growlithe. This is basically just me hoping that Growlithe uses not takedown or misses or something. Or doesn't KO me because Phanpy's tanky. God damn it. Man, that Smoochum like perfectly matched up against me. It just had to spam Psychic. You know, it reminds me of my Pokemon. At least Horsey is my last Pokemon, so
Oh, it's Marcy.
as long as she doesn't have the Mareep,
Pokemon.
or he, it's a school kid, right? As long as he doesn't have Mareep, I'm good. If he has Mareep, then this is basically like the worst matchup.
Man, that worked perfectly. Oh, it has no strength left.
I blew it.
Just one Pokemon remains.
Oh, come on, really?
To the last Pokemon now.
Well, basically, I even had the light screen. I almost want to go for a Twister Flinch, but I could also just crit with Hydro Pump, which is probably better to bank on. Because there's no way in hell I live anything from a Reap. It could be Thunder Shock and it might just kill me. Yeah. Ugh. Miss?
Here it comes. Thunder.
Damn. Alright, well I'm leading Abra now, mofo.
The last Pokemon
This is great. Battles are so much fun.
There goes the battle.
Cheeky little... Man, he looks so happy when he wins. Thank you. Alright, so I'm gonna do this and then continue without suspending. Do-do-do-do-do! Also, it's a Pokemon in the grass. Home for my tutors. Alright, we're leading Abra this time. Screw you. I'll still have Elekid, because it's the one thing that doesn't... I guess Smoochum also resists, but I can thief that. I mean, hell, you can thief with Abra. I mean, hell, with that logic, I mean... Just get Fanfi for the Larvitar and Growlithe, potentially. Because they'll hit hard... Hit Abra hard back.
Pokemon Stadium. Will these cries turn into
Boo!
Round 5 begins now.
Bow, 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 bow. Alright, what can I do here? You know, Endure's not terrible either if I just want to use the berry. I'm just gonna Thief you though. Thief probably 2 hits. With Abra's wicked special attack.
Here's the first move.
And Smoochum's not tanky? Yeah. That's funny. And all it can do is psychic me anyways.
Not very effective. The white hot battle continues.
Bam! Yeah, Abra move feel is phenomenal. Like, Flash is a throwaway, and then Endure usually isn't going to be useful, but I mean, like, at the end of the day, like, Stab Psychic Abra is all you really need. And then Thief is just, like, a great side move, because it helps deal with... It means Abra can go up against other Psychic types and not really care. Because he can just Thief them anyways. And it also is great for stealing, because stealing items, like I said, is just very common in the cup. Ooh, I'm KO'd. I didn't get to use my berry, sadly. Oh well. I mean, here's the thing. If I had endured, I would have just been put up to the same amount of HP anyways, so it wouldn't really change anything. Alright, what can he come in? I guess Larva, or like, at this point, I'd probably want not to or something, just so I can Thunder Punch it. Larvitar's Earthquake will hurt, but Fanfi's pretty bulky. Yeah. That's a little... It's definitely in range where, like, a Psychic would kill me, though. If it's not to. I love... That's a super underrated aspect of the game, too. I love that all the Pokemon have different cries in this game. God. Mareep and Flaffy are so cute. Their cries. The way they're just like, meh. Oh god, really? If this flinches me, I hate you. You! Yeah, it worked, you stupid... You jerk. What? Oh! Is it a speed tie? I don't know, but suck on that. I like a lot of people pointed that a lot of the cries sound kind of birdie. Although I think that tends to come from people who apparently don't know what birds sound like, so to take that with a grain of salt. Like, I've heard people say that octillery in this game sounds like a bird, and it's like, dude, what the hell kind of birds are you listening to? Ah, the swimmer. In the winter, it's just the pool. You know, now that I think about it, what's this swimmer design? Because because I just realized, like, Gen 1 doesn't have swimmers, and then there's swimmers in Gen 2, but they definitely don't look like this lady. Wait, do they? I don't even remember now. I don't think they do. Maybe they do. I don't remember. Her design is actually pretty, like she has a tattoo on her cheek. She's also tan, which it's kind of hard to tell because of the watercolor, like, art style of the older games, but it's definitely, like, dark brown skin. It definitely looks like the kind of tanny skin. Alright, I think I'll send an L-Kid first here, because 2 water types in the Hoot Hoot, and then I'll just Thunder Punch Cleffa anyways. And then for Oddish, obviously you got Spearow in the back, and then, I mean, I should pretty much just always have Abra at this point. Like, Abra's too good. Like, pretty much as long as it isn't, like, a Dark or Steel type. Like, I need to just toss Abra in and it'll probably beat anything one-on-one. There's not a lot of things that beat it. I'm a light screen. Dratini could definitely be a surfer, right? Or it could just be like Dragon Breath, yeah. Who did I give a Paralysis Cure Berry to? Wow, that actually would have done half without the thing, jeez. Alright, we'll send it Abra, and then Dragon Breath's 30% to paralyze, so please don't do that. I always thought it was weird Dragon Breath's only 60 power. Like, I know it's because it has the 30% paralysis, but, like, Body Slam is 85, and it also has 35 paralysis, or 30% paralysis. Like, Body Slam... Can you think of the fact that Body Slam is a Gen 1 move? It's like... not only that, it's a TM. So... Not only... Like, it's a Gen 1 move, it's a TM, and it's a normal type move, and it's, like, based on, like, a simple action of, you know, a Body Slam. So, like, everything freaking learns it, and it's not even, like, a late game or, like, hidden away. It's on the SSN. It's just in a room, so, like, you can get it before the 3rd gym. You can get it super early. And it's such a good move. Like, 85... Like, the 85 power, 100% accuracy is great. But the fact that it's also a 30% paralysis move is actually insane. Like, 30% paralysis is nutty. Most electric type moves don't have that high of chance of paralysis. Like, in this game, the only move that does is Spark and Thunder. Oh god, really? I can't believe I'm losing one-on-one to a Dratini with my Abra because it's just like, no paralysis, sucker. I even put up a freaking light. Oh, we live in though. Give me whatever you have. Please have like a berry. Or King's Rock. Wow, this Dratini is set up for cheese. He's trying to flinch me after a paralysis, the jerk. No, it's kind of funny. King's Rock is super inconsistent how it works. Not only do what moves actually work with King's Rock, is like a weird, like, it's not always what you'd expect, and by not always I mean it's often not what you expect, but it even, like, the list of moves changes every generation, and it's not consistent. It's not like one move always works. There's plenty of instances where moves stop working in later games. I'm just gonna Thunder Punch. Hello, kid. Actually, you know, not thinking about it, maybe I should have put in Spearow, because there's a good chance she'll have water type still. Oh well, Cleffa's weak. But Thunder Punch should do some good damage. And I'm probably faster than any water type that comes in anyways. Except apparently Chinchou, who's apparently a trailblazer. I don't know why it outspeeds everything constantly. I did not realize... She's switching?
Turning to its Pokeball.
What is she switching in?
Oh, it's
Oh god, I forgot about Wooper. You think this Wooper has Earthquake?
what'll it
That's
do?
my last Pokemon, Spearow? Man. Well, here's the thing. Cleffa is dead at this point, basically, because no matter what happens, Drill Peck will take it out. And I'm definitely faster, so here's the question. Quick Attack to basically guarantee I'm 2-hitting, or Light Screen in case it's a Surfer? I'm gonna go with Quick Attack.
Both get ready to go.
There's no guarantee it might be an Earthquaker.
A light hit.
And I mean, Spearow doesn't have to worry about Earthquake anyways, I guess, but... Oh, it's Sludge Bomb. Well, I'm really glad I didn't do it now.
Sludge bomb away.
Ow.
That inflicted some.
That hurts.
There it is. Knockout.
No, actually, he almost looks like he goes like anti-cross-eyed. Instead of his eyes going to the middle, they go off to the sides.
Zero. This is the last Pokemon. One
Alright, well,
Pokemon
Drill Peck.
two now. A sharp attack.
Wham!
Yes, it's a hit.
What's she using? Iron Tail. Not what I expected.
There's the attack. That's it.
It's a little scary, because that's actually strong. That would have killed if it had crit.
Building from
Wouldn't that have been
previous
funny?
battle.
Oh, so this thing could be like anything. There's so many dumb hacks items in Gen 2. I appreciate that they're there, but I kind of hate that Gen 2 especially introduced so many. Like King's Rock, Bright Powder,
Pokemon remain.
Focus Band. All these items are just like luck.
This Pokemon is rejoining the battle. It's down to the last Pokemon.
Anyways. Time to get stabbed, Cleffa. Imagine if that was Quick One, Thunderbolted or something. Can't have Thunderbolt. Because I'm pretty sure the rules I talked about in Challenge Cup apply to everything in this round 1. They won't have egg moves or Gen 1 stuff until round 2. They're pretty nice about it. I lost it. Now we got two badges left, you know. Ah, it's the teacher. This isn't a test. She got some normal types and a Scyther. Scyther's scary. I think, isn't she, is she a baton passer? No, I think I'm just thinking that because it's Eevee and Scyther. And, like, Eevee, like, if I'm right, Eevee can't even have baton pass because that's a crystal move. Honestly, with how neutral everything is, I might just... I think I'm actually going to lead Spearow just because I'm terrified of Scyther. And then Phanpy specifically for Elekid. And I guess my own Elekid. Like, Scyther's by far the scariest thing here. Because Scyther's just stupidly strong in Little Cup. It's funny because you can't even take advantage of that because the rental Scyther is terrible. The rocket battle theme. Yeah, good thing I freaking sound Spearow. Like, Scyther just needs wing attack and it probably wins the one-on-one here, right? Yeah, like, look at that damage! I'm not gonna KO with Drill Peck. My neutral, my super effective Drill Peck did less damage than Scyther's neutral wing attack. Like, Scyther is ridiculous in this cup. I kind of wish I'd sent out Elekid now, because Elekid would have still 2-hit. Probably. Imachi might not have. Because it's just Thunder Punch. Still, I don't think wing attack shouldn't do that much to Elekid. What's she doing? Oh, quick attack. I mean, I'm glad. I was worried she was going to be another freaking... I don't know why. I was like, is she going to double team again? Why has everyone got double team, it feels like? Oh.
We're eagerly awaiting.
Alright, well this is basically just luck at this point. I have to hope she's sending out Pokemon that aren't going to be terrifying against me.
Two Pokemon remain on.
I'm definitely seeing a Phanpy for this.
This
Do do ba bo bo ba ba bo bo ba bo bo ba 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 bo.
Oh, it's Phanpy.
Oh no.
What's next?
Okay, missed.
That didn't connect.
I wonder what I gave Phanpy. I kind of.
Pokemon switch effects.
Every time I don't give something a Bitter Berry, it's to me like, oh god, here's Dynamic Punch. Why don't I have a Bitter Berry? Oh, it missed again! Let's go. Alright, I got some good luck to compensate for Scyther's OP-ness. There's one bad thing though, because we're fighting this teacher here, but the next guy, whew, he's a toughie.
Come on. Oh, it's Swinub. It's down to the last Pokemon.
God, Swinub's such a cutie.
Remaining
Like,
Pokemon
I think it's underestimated. I think it's underestimated how cute he is.
No, it is.
Like, it's just a little like,
Struck home.
it's just like a little mound of like
It's collapsed.
pig. Like that's the best way I can put it. Ouch. Wait, what's my last? Oh god. I actually am not gonna win this now. Wow, that sucks. Unless she just misses, she doesn't have a ground move and just misses Blizzard a million times in a row.
Pokemon. It's just one-on-one now.
That really sucks. Even with the good luck. Oh, thanks, G-Force. Game Ready Driver is available. Thanks for telling me that during a recording. Alright, well Blizzard can miss. It didn't miss. And it KO'd me because Blizzard's strong. God damn it.
There are no more.
How did it get this way? It's because you have a Scyther, you jerk! It's too bad the rental Scyther sucks. You know, it sucks. Alright, well... I battled as hard as I could, too. If I had to guess... She's probably the kind of... She probably always has Scyther. Because most trainers have, like, a signature Pokemon that they tend to always use. Well, I shouldn't say most, because a lot of the regular trainers probably don't, but... this time, I'm going to send out Elekid. Because Elekid actually wins a 1v1 against Scyther because it resists. I'll have Abra because I really need to use it more. And I guess, like, honestly, like, I might have Mankey. I'm just gonna hope that Scyther comes out first this time. Like, this is what kind of sucks about stuff like this. It's like, there's not really anything I can do. Scyther's just, like, really strong. Like, I'm glad I picked Elekid now, if nothing else, just because of Scyther.
Both get ready to go.
And she's even switching. Let me guess, Swinub?
Pokemon.
That's actually probably a good thing.
And the right choice. Oh, it's Swinub.
Because freaking Mankey will definitely KO this anyways.
What impact will this Pokemon switch have on the
I say that, I don't know if I should say it's a good thing.
The Pokemon is returning to its Pokemon.
Does Mankey have any moves that'll help, like... No, because I think it's like Leer Focus Energy or its other two moves. Like, this thing is just Cross Chop, basically.
There's the shot. Hit. That was good. How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of battle?
I think, I just lost again. Like, unless Abra just clean sweeps the rest of their team. Which won't happen. And, like, defrosting is awful in Gen 2. Like, people say, like, defrosting is super strong in Gen 1, or, like, super OP in Gen 2, or Gen 1, because you can't defrost naturally. But it's not like it's much better in this game. The only way to defrost in this game is at the end of the turn, unlike future games. And it's 10% instead of 20%. Man, she really switched, too. What? What is she doing? Literally, that was a guaranteed KO. Why did she switch? Can I defrost? Please defrost! So the game's teasing me. She's just gonna spam switches just to be a jerk. Yeah, like, what's going on?
It's a revolving door of Pokemon.
It's a good quote, though. It's a revolving door of Pokemon. She's gonna switch back to Scyther. Can you switch to, like, Swinub or something?
It can't do a thing but await defeat.
This is really confusing. I wonder what in her AI tells her to just keep switching against a frozen Pokemon.
The Pokemon emerges from its
Please defrost.
Will this ice ever melt?
Uh-huh.
Newly switched out Pokemon fair.
There you go. It's Thunderbolt Elekid 2, man.
Thunderbolt. That's it. Oh, it collapsed.
You know, the worst part is, in this situation, I'm pretty sure I still lose, even if Abra KOs it, because I can't... I'll switch in Elekid and still lose on the one-on-one.
It's Abra.
And Abra doesn't live anything Scyther does.
The number of remaining Pokemon is 2 to 3.
Ugh.
Still early in this battle.
It's faster, too. Like, just in case I had any hopes, Elekid's faster than Abra. You know, I'm glad Pokecup, or what is this little cup, only has the one cup. There's no, like, good ball, great ball, or whatever. Ugh.
Hot battle continues.
Alright, well, I hope I steal, like, a barrier or something. A magnet? Come on! So that's the advantage of type boosting items, is because even though they're fairly minute in this game, right, it's only 10%, the fact is it's a boost, and also, you know, if I steal it, I basically have, I get no benefit from it. I guess I'll endure, because it's probably, I'm guessing it's wing attack, but like what do I even do? Yeah.
Wing attack. Oh, it just managed to endure that attack.
Like, I guess there's no chance, because I don't think Abra one-shots Swinub either. Unless Swinub only has Blizzard. And Elekid doesn't... Like, unless Abra's... If Scyther wing attacks here and it does, like, low rolls everything, maybe I have a chance.
What's this? Ah, that didn't do much.
That did 7.
What impact?
Yeah, I don't think that's low rolling. And it's gonna start quick attacking now. Oh, for fucking...
Pokemon is switching out.
I almost wish I double predicted and swept back to Abra.
Another go.
So, okay, so here's the thing. I switch into Abra, and I get lucky and it misses Blizzard. If she misses Blizzard with, you know, Swinub, maybe. Because then I can kill the Swinub with Quick Attack, for sure.
Joining the battle. Oh, it's low on HP.
Come on, it's 30%. Blizzard sucks.
Blizzard.
Pokemon is a harsh mistress, man. Like, it's funny how I can go through the rest of this cup with mostly no problems, and then just like, it's just like, man, like, you just get mercilessly beat down because she has the one Pokemon. Scyther is just too good, and since she's smart enough to switch, I can't one-on-one it because she just always has the stupid Swinub. Are you feeling sick? Yeah, I'm sick of your shit. Thank God for the suspend glitch. It's not a test, yeah. It's a test of my freaking sanity, more like it. Well, I'm gonna do the same thing, but this time... I think this time I'll have Phanpy, and I'm just gonna assume that... Because Abra beats Swinub one-on-one anyways. So that's not... Swinub's not an issue, like, in terms of actually KO. It's just the fact that it exists that sucks. Oh, Elekid. Well, that's good. Because I have an advantage against Elekid, because now I have Phanpy with me this time. This is the one thing that kind of sucks about the the pick 3 system of 6 Pokemon, is that I'm in this situation. Right, it's Dynamic Punch. I forgot. Is I'm basically in this situation here where I pick 3 of my Pokemon, and I kind of just have to hope she doesn't pick things that are like nullify my picks. Yeah, there's the hit. Please don't hit yourself. I'm liable to just quit immediately because like I can't beat Elekid with anything else. If I don't hit this earthquake, I quit basically. Like what am I supposed to do? Okay, it missed. And then the game teases me by just being like, haha, you hit yourself again. Let me get this again. Oh, she's got quick attack. Quick attack probably doesn't KO. Yeah, Bambi's tanky, man. And it hits itself 3 times in a row. Thanks, game. You know, mind you, confusion doesn't have to even last that long. Well, I guess I have Abra. I'm not gonna give up yet, because all it takes is a couple of stupid crits to win. I mean, hell, if she didn't pick Scyther, I'm kind of good. There's no reason to thief this, I'll keep that in mind too, because it has a magnet, which isn't useful for me. I wish I was faster, man. Wouldn't it be nice if I was faster so I could at least have like good health for Swinub? Because I still lose a one-on-one with Swinub at this health. But at least in terms of like standard, like I guess if it misses, I win. Still, I can also just hope she didn't pick Scyther, because if she didn't, Abra's actually in the clear for the most part. Oh my god, maybe she didn't pick Scyther. Oh my god, this entered as Berserk Gene? I actually forgot she uses that. That's hilarious. It's fast, it's quick claw, or it's quick attack. Asshole. I wonder how Berserk Gene works in this game actually, because in Gold, Silver, Crystal, Berserk Gene lasts... Well, it's actually glitched, because basically, the Berserk Gene glitch is that it doesn't have a confused... It doesn't initialize a confused count. She didn't pick Scyther. Yeah, see that what I mean? I won because she didn't pick Scyther. Like, that's literally it. That's the only reason I win, because she just didn't pick Scyther. And quick attack will kill at this range, unless it has a barrier or something. Oh, it definitely kills now. But yeah, the Berserk Gene glitch that it just doesn't have a confused turn initialized. So it'll either... that's why, like, by default it'll be like 255 turns, right? It'll just last for that long. Which, you know, you could interpret that as like intentional. It's supposed to last a really long time. But the thing with Berserk Gene that's weird is that, if you if you switch in a Pokemon that is already confused and then you switch to another Pokemon that has Berserk Gene, the Berserk Gene Pokemon inherits the original confused count. So like if something was only confused for one more turn and you switch, then the Berserk Gene will only confuse you for one turn, which can actually be really good, given it's a double power item. So I wonder how that even works in this game. I wonder if it works exactly like it does, or if they just make it so it's always just like infinite confusion or whatever. I wonder if it's even... They might have even made it actually infinite. I don't even know. I don't remember. Anyways. It's Rex. Pokefan Rex. Why are the Pokefans always so nasty in this game? There's a Pokefan, and I think, is it Prime Cup? That has a Suicune that's also just a nightmare. Yeah, he has a Chansey and an Abra. He's loaded. Even as Ghastly's great too. Blech. I'm gonna lead with Abra, because Abra will beat everything here except Chansey, and then I can have Mankey for that. And then I guess, like, since I want to beat another Abra, Abra's like the scariest thing on his team, I guess Phanpy, because Phanpy also do well against Ghastly, who's also kind of scary. I'm pretty... Unless this thing, has better stats than me, which it does. Because Abra has better base speed than Ghastly, I know that. But the rental Pokemon don't have the greatest stats. So I just have to... I lose. Like, it's so stupid because so many of these trainers rely on these strategies that are just complete RNG. It's like, it's why having the continues are nice. See, like, last time when I was playing the Challenge Cup, Confusion was really nice to me, and now it's really eating me for, you know, for dinner. So I'm just losing here because I have I even not hit myself yet? It's like 5 times in a row. Like, that's really low odds. It's like 3% at this point to hit myself specifically every single time in a row. I'm glad I picked Phanpy though, because Phanpy still matches up pretty well here. And Ghastly's not gonna hit. I don't think Ghastly even 2 hits, because no stab. Ah, just bare. Well, it doesn't matter, because she gets the 10% special defense drop too. Or she. Jeez, man, I was fighting that teacher for so long. Everything's female now. We're all girls inside, you know.
That KO will bring out a new Pokemon. Oh, it's
Chansey? Not gonna lie, I did not expect Chansey to switch in here. It has Icy Wind, but like, why?
What's this?
That KO'd? You're kidding me! Chansey's special attack is so low, and Icy Wind's not even strong. You... Well, I have Mankey, so... since I KO'd Ghastly, so that's good, I guess. But like, man, this is just... I hope whatever Pokemon he has last isn't bad. And also, you know, Cross Chop instead of Cross Miss. And it's gonna Icy Wind me, and now I'm slower. Or Thunder's even better. He hits Thunder, but I miss Cross Chop like I've missed it more than I've hit it, even though it's 80%.
Wow! Oh my, missed again.
You know what? Pokemon is fun, but God, is like when it shits on you, it just shits on you, and like there's like no point in trying sometimes, because everything that can go wrong just did basically. It had Magby last too, which if I'd hit the Cross Chop, I definitely would have beat Magby. Because like, Magby would have gotten obliterated by Cross Chop. Unless it was like Fire Blast Magby and it just like obliterated me back or something stupid. Or, you know, Dynamic Punch, because, you know, Dynamic Punch seems to hit me and then the Cross Chop misses. I shouldn't even complain about that, because Cross Chop was actually missing me a lot too. Well, I mean, I'm going to use the exact same team because I didn't pick wrong. My team was great. It's just I got horrible luck and hit myself in confusion 5 times. Well, 5 times, not in this battle, but in total every time. And then also freaking got paralyzed and missed Cross Chop twice in a row. It's like the ultimate band of just I did everything wrong. Is this a speed tie? That's bad luck too. Because the first speed tie is the most important. Because of Confuse Ray. Just like that, I don't think I can even lose now. Unless I just have the worst luck in existence. Yeah. I don't think Magby's faster. If it's not, if it's either like, it might be a speed tie. Because I don't think Magby's faster than Ghastly. Although that's going to hit like a truck. That might just be a knockout. Oh! Abra's holding in. Based Abra. The berry doesn't really matter. I mean, I'll try to thief. I don't think I'm fast unless it's a speed. Wait, what? Really, dude? The worst part is it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna hit myself. I've literally hit myself every single time in confusion. Like, it doesn't even matter that he's making a randomly risky play. Oh, it's a speed tie too! And it doesn't matter! Like, what the... And there's the headbutt. That's so stupid. How can I... The odds of hitting myself every time in confusion that often must be abysmally low. What was that, like 7 turns of hit myself in confusion? That's literally like, at that point, that's like less than 1% at that point. I would have to do this fight. I would have to do this cup 100 times to see that again. Well, somehow, despite one-shotting her first Pokemon before I got to do anything, I'm still in a situation where I keep saying her. I have to hope that whatever comes up isn't, what was it? Abra? Oh, it's Chansey. Well, there you go. He's gonna Icy Wind me. An Icy Wind can even miss. So once again, I basically have, like, probably I should have 2 chances to hit an 80% accurate move, right? Alright, just keep in mind, once again, I've missed Cross Shot more than I've hit it, despite the fact that I should only miss it 1 in 5 times. Thank you! Take it out. There you go. It feels like he's harder than the teacher, but I actually lost to the teacher more just because the teacher relies more on luck. He relies a bit more on just raw power, but he also has a lot of Confused Ray crap too, so I shouldn't even say that. Thank God. I was thinking about doing other stuff, but like, man, I don't know. Abra, MVP, because Abra's just tanky, it's awesome. Phanpy's pretty good too. I feel like most of my Pokemon here were good. I didn't get to use Spearow much, just because, once again, there's not a lot of things. Elekid's like, you know what, I didn't even get to use Elekid, and Horsey didn't get to see much use either, but all these Pokemon are good. Like, Elekid was like, I mean, like, Elekid is basically like your only way to beat Scyther one-on-one. I mean, I guess other than this, like, I don't know. I'm not doing any more cups. You know what, I'm gonna go to the... let's go to the Academy. I feel like the Academy is like this incredible source of information, especially for the days back in the day when this came out. Like, especially because, like, not only can you look up all this shit that they tell you, but, like, it's organized so well. Like, you go to egg groups, and, like, all of a sudden I can look up egg groups alphabetically. I can check by the egg group, specifically egg group. I can check by by the Pokemon themselves. What's the by name? Yeah, you can look up the Pokemon alphabetically. You can look up... this is specifically for the babies, so like you can look up stuff that can even hatch from eggs. Which is awesome. By the way, let me quickly do this. So I think I mentioned this, right? The whole Pokemon in the monster egg group tend to have good moves. Like, oh, I see some of the pictures here are screwed up for some reason. That's kind of funny. Oh, well, now they're fixed. That was weird. So, like, other than the starters, everything in here has a really good move pool. Like, Tyranitar learns a bunch of moves, like Fire Blast, Thunderbolt stuff. So, Snorlax, Lapras, Rhydon, Kangaskhan, Marowak, Lickitung, the Nidos, Slowbro and shit. Even Ampharos gets, like, Fire Punch and stuff. So you can see what I'm talking about. If it's in the Monster Egg group, it probably has a really vast move pool. I also love that, like, Nidoran female is in here, but then Nidorina and Nidoqueen are no eggs, which is really funny because, like, they're the only Pokemon in the no egg group that isn't, like, a baby or just something weird, like, unknown. I love that there's specifically Ditto. Gender unknown. I like that there's a gender unknown egg group because, like, these things can still breed with Ditto. You know, Ditto's a ladies' man. This is really interesting too because, like, they mention these egg groups here, and I don't think there's ever actually been any sort of in-game source on egg groups in any other Pokemon game. Like, you always have to look it up or something. Has there been? Surely there hasn't been. I can't think of anything. By the way, if you didn't realize that water was the most common type already, you know, the fact that there's 3 water egg groups should already, like, tell you that much. You can look up the controls. You have this awesome type chart here, which not only does it show all the type matchups, but you can also look up more in-depth stuff. Like, if I hover over, let's say, ground, I can see all the type matchups, not just with ground, but with the dual types too. And the type match chart is even smart enough, like you can see like it only lists these 6 dual types. And that's because these are the only dual types that exist in Gen 2, right? There's no ground fire type, so they don't bother showing that, right? There's a ground water type, there's a ground ice type, there's a ground poison type, there's a ground flying type, a ground rock type, and a ground steel type. They don't bother with the other stuff though, so they don't show you that. Look up the flying ones, which is like super nice that this is here. They also let you see moves, which is super sweet. And this is really useful too, because if we go to like say electric, for example, right? It mentions like the moves that are electric type. But like if you go to like grass, for example, and check the moves for grass, moves unaffected by type matchups. So you can see that means that sleep powder, spore, stun spore, right? These will work no matter what. Like there's no like type immunities to that. And that is actually incredible information. Because like, well, first of all, it's basically telling you like even though Sunny Day is a fire type move, basically it being a fire type move doesn't matter. But like you'll notice obviously it doesn't mention that for Thunder Wave, because Thunder Wave is affected by that, right? Ground types can't be affected by Thunder Wave, right? And that's really helpful information, because I feel like a lot of people don't realize with certain things, like whatchamacallit, like we can look down here and see, like, for example, Glare paralyzes, but it's not affected by type matchups. So you can Glare ghost types, even though it's a normal type move. Or, for example, you can Sand Attack flying types because it's not affected by type matchups. And that is really handy information, because I feel like even nowadays I still see people who get confused by this stuff. Because it is admittedly a little weirdly inconsistent. Like, Thunder Wave is basically the only move that's like that is affected by type matchups, but because it's such a prevalent move, people still get confused by this. I'm trying to think, is there any other status move that's affected by type matchups? Beat Up's unique because it's an offensive move, but it's unaffected by type matchups, so it's basically a normal type move. I'm trying to think. Well, I'm going to take a quick look here. Is there anything in here that inflicts a status effect, but isn't affected by type matchups? Oh, obviously there's all the poison type moves, right? Because steel types are immune to poison through anything that isn't pin missile. And then poison types are hard immune to poison. They can't be poisoned by anything. They're just like flat immune. But this is like super useful information. You can also look up like the moves. Like this gives you a great list of every. Once again, you can look up by alphabetically. You can look up by what type they are. You can just look up by the actual effect of the moves, like based on this. So I can look up all physical attacks if I want to. It even has the nice thing that shows, like besides the description, the basic description it gives you a basic description of the move does. It also has these things where it flashes to tell you about really special stuff, like how Rapid Spin removes like wrap and stuff. Like I can go here and see Stop, that it doubles in power if I use it on something that's been minimized. Gust hits flying Pokemon. Magnitude and Earthquake hit ground, like digging Pokemon. Look up all this stuff here. Flame Wheel and Sacred Fire thaw you out. Solar Beam, charges, right? Thunder hits and rain. Twister also hits flying stuff. Is there anything in here that's like interesting? They even have stuff like this where they get like in depth, like they show you like extreme speed, Mach Punch, and quick attack. I'm actually surprised that these are in their own special categories. I'm trying to think, is there anything weird in here? There's magnitude, but that's just because it's variable. There's rollout, which, yeah, this is a cool one, right? It doubles in power if you use it after defense grow, which is really cool little niche scenario. I wonder how many people ever actually use that combo. I think it's actually decent in later generations, just because I think they boosted rollout in later games, I want to say. Strikes even Pokemon using Dig, but it won't hit a higher type Pokemon, which is funny that Fissure is unique like that. Probably because it's the only one that's like has a super common immunity, right? Every flying type is immune. Anything weird in here? Like, I'm actually curious if I come in here and read if there's anything I wouldn't actually know that it mentions. Sleep. They even tell you about, like, this is awesome too, I didn't even mention this. They tell you about how Pokemon learn these moves. So, like, Body Sign Light Caesar, it shows red, blue, and yellow because, like, these Pokemon learn these moves in yellow. Or in, like, and the reason they have yellow specifically is because, like, for example, Thunderbolt, right? Pikachu only learns Thunderbolt by level up in yellow. Or, whatchamacallit? Like, I can go to 2 turns. I can go to Fly, for example, and see that, where is it? Charizard only learns Fly in yellow. Weirdly enough, they don't show Gold, Silver, Crystal. I think you have to have a Gold, Silver, Crystal cartridge attached. Or it might be, like, you need to... Might be that I need to do more of the school stuff to actually, like, see that stuff. Which would make sense. They don't want to overwhelm you with information. Do-do-do-ba-ba-da-ba-do. Love Tri-Attack. Tri-Attack's such a cool move. I love that it, like, ignores type immunities. So, like, you can freeze ice types and burn fire types with it in this game. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Anything weird in here? Has no effect on grass type Pokemon, yeah. It's like one of the few actual things that grass types have going for them. Anything weird in here? This is going on a little long, but I'm kind of just curious at this point. I like that when they have these stat categories, and it isn't just the moves that only raise stats. They include like ancient power and like stuff like Metal Claw and stuff, which is nice. They even show stuff like, I think they mentioned here, Crunch's 20% chance to lower special defense. Same with Shadow Ball is also 20%, which is nice. No, it's just like Baton Pass as part of like things. Recovery. Doubles in power of Sunny, half power, and Ranger. Sandstorm. For some reason, Sandstorm is capitalized. They don't mention the time of day thing because I guess it's not relevant here. There's the weather moves. Wait. Halves firepower and halves water power. Here's a super cool thing. Prevents freezing. A lot of people... This is an especially niche thing that's very under like known. Like very little people know this. That Sunny Day prevents being frozen. Because like how often does it... First of all, how often does this come up? Like how often are you using Sunny Day and then getting hit by an ice move? Because most things that are using this are going to... Well, I mean, I guess grass types are weak to it. But like... Because like... You know, given that all ice-type moves only have a 10% chance to freeze, it's hard to tell if it even does anything, right? You would have to know ahead of time. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Whirlwind is better than Roar because it hits flying Pokemon. Not that that comes up often, but it's you know, it's there. I can look up the Pokemon here. You can see, yeah, you can see it doesn't give you their exact base stats, but it gives you a good estimation, which is once again is not information that really exists anywhere in any Pokemon game. It lets you check exactly. It lets you check every move they can learn, plus their egg moves, which is super. This is imagine back when Gen 2 first came out. How the hell would you know about this kind of thing? But then freaking this game just shows you, which is so nice. Shows you all the... It's like, even though they don't show you specifically whether Gold, Silver, Crystal teaches you these things, you still get, you can still see, like, the things from this. Where's Eevee? Where's Eevee? Did I miss it? Am I blind? There's Eevee. So I think if we check in here with Eevee, I think I mentioned this, right? Oh, it doesn't have Baton Pass in here. I guess they don't show the crystal stuff. Maybe you have to specifically have a crystal cartridge attached to see... or maybe it's just nothing, like you need to be later in the cup. Because Eevee does get Baton Pass in Gen 2, but only in crystals, so I guess they don't show it here. Until you've unlocked the ability to even see that. This is cool too, right? They show you all the evolution methods. Once again, super useful information because you can see some of the niche stuff like the time of day for these guys, and also stuff like, you know, whatchamacallit. You can see how Tyro, right? Like it shows you, you know, defense higher than attack, attack higher than defense, and then if attack equals defense, you get hit on top. Which is very nice. Like this is super useful information. You can even see all the highlight items. You can see items that were just in gold, silver, and RBY, and then you can also check the items that are in gold, silver, crystal. So for example, you can see like, well, this is useful. It's funny, like Dragon Scale, a rare dragon type item. Powers up dragon type moves. I think actually, so in gold, silver, and even crystal, Dragon Fang is bugged, and technically it's not that it's bugged, it's that they gave the boost dragon type moves effect to the scale and not the Fang. But I think in Stadium 2, they actually made it so both items boost dragon moves. Don't quote me on that though, because that actually might not be true. Oh, and here's a fun thing, you can see the Lucky Punch, but also, you can see, where is it? Actually, I guess they don't show Lucky Egg in here, they'll show other, probably. Because technically, you know, even Amulet Coin doesn't do anything in-game. Earn extra experience points. Ditto Print Mail. Smoke Ball. You can probably see some of the weird things too in here, like there's probably like, where's the brick piece? You know, that's one of my favorite stupidly like obscure items that they added. There's also like the silver and gold leaves. You can see key items in here too, that's kind of funny. See the balls, the bug catching ball. You know, when I see these descriptions, I wonder if they like. I see people say like, you know, they didn't fix the apricorn ball items or the apricorn balls in Crystal, right? They're still bugged in that game, and I really do wonder if they even knew these items were bugged. Because like it's one of those things like, how do you test that? You know, like even as a kid, I thought fastball worked because I threw a fastball at Raikou at full health a couple of times and it shook. So I'm just like, well, that's pretty good evidence for me. Yeah, there's the brick piece, a rare chunk of brick. Such a funny random. I think you only get that specifically from trading on the Chop from RBY over to this game. It might even be like only from like trading it in yellow too. Since yellow has some funny stuff like that. There's the silver and gold leaves, which are just like rare items you get from trading, once again, from cross-generation trading, which one of my favorite features. I love that this game existing, like both Gold, Silver, Crystal existing and this game existing, enhances the first-gen games too. Like, that's so cool. Ugh. I've spent too much time talking. The classroom's so great too, because it's like, I'll do one thing here. I did a couple of these just when I was like sitting around like waiting for some free time, basically. You can do like these battles, and these battles basically just teach you. Like these the first tier is pretty basic stuff. They just kind of teach you about stuff. About like basic mechanics. Like these guys use, you know, Acid Armor and Barrier to raise their defense. And like I can use, you know, Dragon Rage, Seismic Toss, Nightshade to go past that. Who's the fastest one here? It's actually Murkrow, so we'll send out Murkrow first. And basically they probably just want you to spam these moves. It's funny that they used this as a demo for this when you could have just made them special attackers and it would have been the same demo. I love this arena too. Like it's like sure, like it really does look like it's a classroom, and then for the battle they just moved all the desks off to the side so there's more room. Because there's the door off to the side, there's the freaking blackboard. It's funny they give you Nightshade here, but like these guys are like Monk has a lot of HP. This is gonna take 4 hits to KO it. I would have rather Murkrow just had like Feint Attack. Well, that probably would have been about the same anyways. Like this is the Academy is so underrated. It's such a great aspect. There's even things that, especially if you take the test, the Academy teaches you about things that, or straight up, like it teaches you about things that legitimately the actual Pokemon community did not even realize for how long. Like Crystal RBY on YouTube made a video a while ago, like several years ago about how Body Slam can't paralyze normal types, right? Because Gen 1 uses a same type status thing where any Pokemon that shares a type with the move you're using can't be affected by the secondary status change. So like Body Slam can't paralyze normal types. I forget if there's anything else. I guess Twin Needle can't poison bug types, obviously. But this game actually mentions that. It doesn't. It probably went unknown because it doesn't explicitly mention like anything like Body Slam. It just mentions that the way that secondary status moves work in this game is different, and mentions that they don't work the way like they did in Red RBY. So like, actually, maybe it does even specifically mention. I wonder. I'll quickly look at a test. Grimer actually gets KO'd in exactly 3 hits. I'm running out of Nightshade PP though. Of course, Murkrow's frail, that I don't think it really matters. I like Murkrow's design, by the way. I love the, not only just like the witch hat, but I love the fact that its tail has the the band around it. It's almost like its tail is tied up like a. Well, obviously it's supposed to look like a witch's broom, right? That's the whole idea.
What's this?
It's kind of almost weird in a way that Murkrow has like a witch design, but then when they did Honchkrow, they made it more like a mafia member, right? Especially even like the name implies that Honchkrow. But once again, I like that they don't just take the same design and just do more with it. I like that they mix it up. A lot of Pokemon designs do that, which is nice. Right, because just taking the same design and then just being like, haha, you know, it's like you'll see a lot of fan designs. It'll basically just be, whenever they evolve stuff, it's basically just the same thing but like bigger. And maybe they'll expand on it. So I'm actually gonna swap here because I want to see. I think it varies depending on which one you're doing, but usually it's better. Like sometimes you won't get a star if you get KO'd. Like they want you to perfect these fights by being smart. Which is another thing that kind of encourages you to play well. Doop-bop, boop-bop, boop-bop-bop. Cloyster's actually pretty fast, I'm surprised. It's faster than my Pinsir, too. I wasn't expecting it to barrier 3 times, because I don't think Muck did it? Unless I was just... I don't even remember. That was like, not even like 2 minutes ago, and I've already forgotten exactly how that went down. I wonder what Cloyster's last move is. You riding that surf. I'm glad we got to see this just for that quote. Ride that surf. I'm glad. That's so cute that the surfer references the announcer quotes. Ride that surf.
Pokemon goes down. And there goes the battle.
Boo, Clayton. Is there such a thing? I mean, it's funny they're like, oh yeah, set damage moves, but like, if I was just a special attacker, it wouldn't have mattered either. But like, you can do these lectures here, and I already think I did a couple, just like quickly read up on the ones that are interesting. Like, I know there's added effects. I don't think they actually mentioned this one. There's one later. I think it's one of the advanced ones that specifically mentions that's how they work. I can quickly just go through this. And then even just to like make sure you're paying attention and not just button mashing until they ask you a quick question. Which type of move is powered up if a Pokemon is holding a hard stone? Rock type moves. Such a great resource just for learning. Like this is, I'm honestly shocked they've never done anything like this since. Like this is such a great way for newbies to learn. You can even take this quiz here. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. This is gonna be basic stuff because it's just a basic quiz, but like still. Reflects lasts for how many turns? Like even this like gives you like a good like just teach you how long does Reflect last. Most moves last 5 turns, so you know it's that one's kind of a gimme. If you know one, you pretty much know them all. And that's Safeguard. I feel like Safeguard... It's funny, because a lot of moves, like stuff like Nightshade, or, I said Nightshade because this came up. Use Night... Won't affect normal types. Because he mentioned, whatchamacallit, but like, freaking, what was I saying? It's because I'm trying to pay attention to the quiz. Like, you don't have to think that hard for this or anything, but like, especially when you get questions like that where like 2 of the questions are literally impossible. Which of these conditions will not affect 2 Pokemon at the same time? Sleep. Sleep and Freeze Claws are so nice. Even though they kind of break some things. What was I saying? I already forgot. Can an Electabuzz be paralyzed by Spark? Oh crap, yes? Yeah. See, there you go. That's a trick, right? In Gen 1, that would not be the case. I think you have to get all these questions right to pass, too. It's 100% only. If you get one question wrong, I don't think you qualify. Maybe you get one wrong and it's okay. Let me quickly check these. Let me just button mash through this. Because I actually wonder if they tells you, because they go over Spark. I love talking about Pokemon. What is my name? Earl. You're funny, Earl. It's funny that Earl in-game talks, like, really eccentrically. Like, it's like, I think the idea is he's supposed to be, like, foreign. So he talks in, like, broken English. But then, like, because they I guess they didn't want to do that for this. Because imagine a dude who can barely speak English is trying to teach you. That would kind of suck for newbies.
Very, very simple.
Dude, I'm gonna quit here. I'll just do this question. The move Fury Cutter's power depends on which stat? I mean, technically it does depend on HP. You'd be stronger against something with less HP. Anyways, yeah, that'll be it for this time. So, see you guys later.